quick content note here before we begin this episode of What Am I Rolling? This episode's one-shot, The Zone, has mature sci-fi horror themes. Specific content warnings for this game include violence and self-injury, arson, mentions of warfare and guns, descriptions of mutations, body horror and gore, hallucinations, and variations thereupon. So, if you're not in the right headspace just now, please feel free to stop listening and come back if or when you're ready. Thanks again, and stay safe, my friends. Hello, and welcome to What Am I Rolling, a twice-monthly RPG one-shot podcast, hosted by me, Fiona. This week, I'm joined by my friends Jency, Alex, and Ben from Roleplay Retcon for The Zone, a surreal play-to-lose horror RPG by Raf D'Amico. The Zone is a tabletop role-playing game about a doomed expedition into a mysterious quarantine zone, whose centre will grant one survivor their deepest wish. With prompt cards, easy-to-learn rules, and no need for a game master, The Zone is the perfect way to spend an evening telling a deeply immersive and spooky tale of hubris and mutation in the dark. You can find out more information about The Zone and grab your own copy on the official website. I'll add links to it on the What Am I Rolling website and in this episode's show notes. For this story prompt game, we learnt the rules as we went, so I'm not going to go into too much detail here. But, essentially, the players take turns as directors of a scene, establishing where the characters are, what the initial challenge is, and then calling the scene when they determine it to be resolved. The players have access to free moves. Take stock, something's not right, and not so easy, which help move the narrative forward and cause friction between the characters. One by one, characters will fall and perish to the zone until only one survivor remains. When they make it to the centre, they will ask if their deepest, darkest wish can be granted. And that's it. That's all you need to know up top for The Zone. A massive thank you to our players Jency, Alex and Ben from Roleplay Retcon, a TTRPG podcast that remakes the movies that let you down. Go check out their show over on the One Shot Network and wherever you listen to podcasts. For context, we played our version of The Zone using the official free VTT, which you can go check out at play.thezonerpg.com, so you may hear us referring to aspects of that whilst we play. I do want to take a moment though to say that the physical version of The Zone, which has incredible, gorgeous art, has a lot more rolls, mutations and twists. We barely scratched the surface in our playthrough, so if you enjoy listening to this, I highly recommend you go grab a physical copy. It will be so worth your time. One last thing before we begin. Naturally, there are times in this one-shot where the players and myself, mostly myself, get the rules wrong or forget something plot-wise. Whilst we always endeavour to stick to the rules wherever possible, at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, and what matters most is that everyone enjoys themselves. So, with all that out of the way, let's play The Zone. Welcome, players. The goal of this game is to tell a weird, magical, realistic horror story of mutation and self-discovery. A story about the people who risk everything for an obsession. A story where only one will make it to the end. This game is supposed to take between 2 or 3 hours. Take that with a pinch of salt. And it should say your local time for where that might be. Unless you all know each other really quickly. Introduce yourselves. We should know each other, so that's all right.
I don't know Alex. Who's that? Who's that guy?
I don't know me either.
Okay.
He came into the room. He might be different from the other Alex that was here earlier.
I don't know, brother. My name's Alex.
And when I look at his face, it doesn't. It changes.
That's part of the game. That's part of the overlay.
Okay.
You're probably wondering if everyone has seen the same thing. You are. This is a live multiplayer space at We're using the VTT for this. Unless stated otherwise, moves affect everyone's views.
Briefing. Welcome, volunteers. I know you've all been wondering what the Zone really is and if the rumors are true. As the 14th expedition, you deserve to know what we know. It's not a lot, but it may help you. It all started with the anomalies, locals calling in to talk radio or visiting their doctors with stories of unseasonal weather, impossible objects, half sightings of unknown creatures, claimed conversations with long-dead loved ones. People disappeared. Medical notes describe bodies that started changing. We initiated special containment procedures, performed tests on those who refused to evacuate, and then, as if reacting to our attention, the boundary appeared and isolated everything and everyone within an area of several square miles. We don't know if there are still survivors, or if they're still human. Since that moment, not a single expedition has returned. All lose contact minutes after leaving visual range. We're going on fragments, rumors, and occasional anomalies that seep beyond the boundary. We don't know what the Zone wants, or if it wants. It seems to be a mirror. It manifests whatever phobias, obsessions, and memories you bring into it. The Zone brings them to life to test you. There are rumors that the Zone can grant your deepest wish if it deems you worthy. Sensor readings show something incredibly powerful at its heart. Perhaps the only escape is the center itself. You are the 14th expedition. You will almost certainly not return. Good hunting, but prepare to die. The Federal Bureau of Coherence, without admitting liability, thanks you for accepting this mission. End mission briefing.
This is a collaborative storytelling game. Number one, we're telling a movie. The game is a series of scenes which we can choose to play in as much or as little detail as we want, describing or acting out what characters are doing. Scenes can be as short as a couple of minutes, but usually about 5 minutes or so. The game will last about as long as a movie. 2, we will take turns being the director. There is no GM. We take turns as director setting up and ending scenes, and all share a few key moves that anyone can trigger at any time to help the story along. No one will be forced to be on the spot for long. We are each in charge of our characters, but share responsibility for everything else. And 3, we will play to lose. We are not competing with each other. That's why our fates are secretly decided at the start, so we can focus on creating not so easy situations which characters will always take the bait on and suffer the consequences. You know those moments that have you yelling, "Don't go in there," or "Don't touch that" at your favorite horror film? That's this entire game.
This is the board. It's a shared space. Unless explicitly stated otherwise, we can all see roughly the same things on our screens. If there's something only you can see, it will say eyeball symbol. Only you are seeing this.
That's pronounced gluk.
This spiral of cards represents the zone. Each card is a location the expedition will go through on their one-way journey into the zone. The game starts at the Zone Observation Facility, which is right outside the boundary. Once inside, you cannot backtrack. In each location, we will do a few scenes. Expect to do 1 or 2 or 3 scenes in each location, fewer as we get closer to the center. 1 turn equals 1 scene.
So, there are no stats or dice rolls in this game. Whenever a character tries to do something that seems like it would be not so easy for them, anyone can force them to pull a not-so-easy card. Not-so-easy cards have bittersweet outcomes that advance the story, like yes, but, or no, and most of them will trigger a mutation. Trigger them often.
Hope for Spider-Man mutation.
Sadly, not that kind of game. Our fates are predetermined by the fate cards. The character on the fate card must die in the scene when it is revealed, unless another player sacrifices their own character. You cannot die before your fate card, so take risks. When your character dies, you'll keep playing as the zone, setting up scenes as usual, with nothing to distract you from making things weird, magical, and horrible for survivors. The game ends at the center. This is the innermost part of the zone where the final player will ask it to grant or free them from their obsession. The remaining players embody the zone and decide the survivor's final fate.
A quick level set. A quick level set? I don't know. This is a horror game. So it's most fun when we take our characters way out of their comfort zones while taking excellent care of we, the humans playing them. 1. The X card. If something comes up in the story and we'd rather it didn't, we'll press the X card button. Find it and press it now. Click, 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 click. Let's pause. Okay. That's actually pretty great. I love that. I've never seen an interactive X card button. I love that.
Great, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. And rewind to find another way. No questions asked. We can even X card ourselves. Atmospheric silence. There will be times a player is pondering a question and helping them feel so irresistible. We won't give in. Sometimes folks need a little time to think, and the creepiest horrors need their time to gestate. 3. Hell yeah or no. We each have ironclad authority over our characters, and when setting scenes up as director. It's still fun to suggest ideas and yes and a lot, but no pressure. If it's not an obvious hell yeah, no need to push it. And 4, the players are more important than the game. That. Take care of the real humans first. My friends, let's be excellent to each other.
All right, so I'll take this one before I pass it over to Josie. So you can see here, this is where we would have, so on the screen for our listeners at home, we have like a line, and we can use our little mouses, because obviously they've got the light on them, to indicate where we'd like to be as a quick level set, essentially. What rating should our movie have? So, you know, again, I quite like this. Again, it's a really good VTT. We could decide where it is and also add things to it. So whether this makes it into recording is never here or there, but I'll just talk about it. So what our rating should be. So if you want to put vaguely where you'd like the rating to be for the scene, for the game, just do so now. All right, so we've got PG-13, and then we've got a few across the board. Excellent. PG-13 obviously is the lowest, so we'll go with that. So just keep that in mind.
Oh, I was just playing.
Oh, Alex.
Alex, you turkey.
It's sort of midway between PG-13. It's slowly going up to R-rated there. So on this side, a little bit of R-rated. But so just keep that in mind, essentially, that, you know, roughly on the side of go towards R-rated, but not fully R-rated.
I want to come back over here with everyone else. I won't
stay still. You're all good.
I want to be with my friends over here in PG-14, Bill.
I think this is PG-16. Wait, what is R-rated? Okay. Is it 18?
It's 17.
17, I think.
17.
It means we get 2 fucks.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
this is PG-15 or 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. In PG-13, you only get 1. But you get 2
or more.
Yeah.
2 or more.
So mutation and death is core to the zone. So I want to just check with the team. Are there any horror or other reference points that we're excited to see in this game? So I said before off recording that this game is mostly inspired by Annihilation, both from the book and the film. But in terms of just horror in general, is there any like bits that people want to like, oh, I'd really love this to happen? Or like, you know, what's something that excites you about a horror game, essentially? And I'll just open up the floor to anyone to go.
My favorite thing about horror games is stalking.
Ooh. Can you expand on that? What is it about it?
Yeah, I just feel like if there is something or someone that is stalking the characters,
mm-hmm.
I feel like that really amps up the suspense, especially if it's super creepy and you don't really know if it's going to pounce or not, or if it's going to catch you. I just think stalking is fun. Not like creepy weirdo stalker stalking, but like
specifically in the horror genre, the sort of POV of someone like looking through something, looking at the characters from afar, and you're like, who is that?
Yeah. Or even the point of view of the audience, you can see it like skulking in the background or something.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's what I like. I like a scary thing happens and you're not even quite sure it happened. Like you blinked and missed it, but you like half caught it. Like a thing out of focus happening is something I like.
Oh yeah, I love that. How about you, Alex?
I don't like scary things.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's really funny that we brought Alex here.
Oh no!
I'm not a fan of horror movies or video games, but when I do partake, I do like things like Alien, where mostly your threat is completely out of view. And it's more of an atmospheric thing.
Ooh, I love that.
Are you like a Hitchcock fan, Alex?
Sorry, I was pausing for atmosphere.
Okay.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah, I feel like he's like he's really use your imagination kind of guy. Yeah.
I was talking for myself. I love all sorts of elements of horror games. I like the slow dread, which I think we've all sort of encapsulated there, of like something is off. And I'm a big fan of nightmare logic, which I think will work very well with this group and also the game, is that you don't have to justify necessarily what's happening, because as soon as you do, it kind of all falls away. But like, you're like, what the heck is happening? And so weird things happening, surreal stuff happening to characters that can't be explained easily. I'm a big fan of that, because I think that's just like, it just shows that you are such a small thing in a very big, scary world. On the flip side of this, is there any content we know we'd like to avoid? Obviously, we've got the X card, but is there anything else that, obviously what we discussed off podcast, but is there anything else specifically about horror that we don't want to include in our game tonight? Any quick thoughts on that?
Nope, I think I'm okay.
All right. And again, this is a living thing, so again, we've got X cards and stuff like that, but equally, if you want to send a message in chat by like going, oh, actually, I don't like that, that's totally fine as well. All right.
Let's choose characters. Each character will have an obsession, a phobia, and a reason they cannot go back to their old life. All these characters share one thing. They know the zone will almost certainly kill them, but believe it's worth it to fulfill their obsession.
Now, you will see on the screen, and now just for our audience, we have 7 cards, sort of character archetypes. You can pick one and have a look at it, and it will give you some questions you have to answer. And you just fill those out and I'll give you some time to it. But yeah, anyone can go for any of them. Obviously, if people want to just chat about it, that's also fine as well. I'll say I've done a couple of them. I've done the scientist, and I think it was the entrepreneur, but I'm very happy to go with any of them, but I'll pick last so that you guys get a chance to have a look at it. So we have, just to read it out, we've got the soldier, whose sort of main mission is to keep everyone safe. And I'll say that that's just a generic sort of like, oh, that's their archetype. We have the scientist, which is to understand and explain the zone. The writer, which is to tell the story of the zone. The entrepreneur, which is profit from the zone. The chaplain, protect everyone's humanity. The bureaucrat, contain the zone at all costs. And then we have the surgeon, keep everyone alive, in quotation marks.
I kind of like the bureaucrat.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Pick it.
Pick it, coward.
Okay. Wow, it's like it gives you a random name if you wanted, and mine is Domingo Xavier.
Oh,
Hot dog.
Yeah, the naming generators on this are quite wild. I really like them, so feel free to use them.
God, I might though.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I like the idea of being a very boring person named Domingo Xavier.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Jenser?
I'm feeling the chaplain. Chaplain or chaplain? Is it
Chaplain?
Yeah, chaplain, I believe. Yeah.
Chaplain. The chaplain.
Yeah, go for it.
It's like a holy person.
Yeah.
Thor Connor.
Wow.
Yes.
How about you, Alex?
I mean, I'm down between two. I'm thinking either the soldier or the entrepreneur.
Ooh.
I feel like the entrepreneur and the bureaucrat are the same, but might be similar.
They are similar, yes.
So I might go soldiers to give us some
Nice.
variety.
All right. That leaves us with scientist, entrepreneur,
Ugh,
bureaucrat.
gross.
What's your name?
Howard Ford. Yeah, we're gonna change that. Hands bloodless though. Fuck yeah.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
I'm going to pick the surgeon. Keep everyone alive. And my name is Dana Spineless.
Oh.
Very good.
That's very interesting for a surgeon.
It is, yes. So, as you will see, so yes, we've got some like drop-down boxes for the obsession and phobia, and you can write like a text input for why you can't go back. So I'll give you a few minutes to have a think what those are, or write your own for the phobias and obsessions, and then we'll go one by one and just introduce our characters with what their role is, and then pick the stuff out and just say it out loud. What I will say is that currently only you guys can see this, but we can always check who has it when we're in play. So if you're like, oh, I wonder what someone's up to. So you don't have to share. It's one thing. You don't have to share what the obsession or phobia is, but I always think it's quite fun to do. So we can always help to get your characters into those cool scenes. But have a think and then start picking your obsession, phobia, and write down your can't go back reason.
I think I got mine.
Do you want to read it out for us then?
For the bureaucrat, the career suit first entrusted with containing the zone. You studied it, secretly orchestrating dozens of clinical experiments on the locals to assess the risk. Oh no, there's a typo. Okay, now you've been cut off from them. You need to know what happened to them and the risk it poses to the rest of the world. My role is to contain the zone at all costs, control and contain, cover your ass, and finish the experiment. I think I want to keep my can't go back secret. I think this is like a fun reveal later, but obsession and phobia, I'll definitely say out loud. From the list, I picked social climb. This will show them. They'll respect you now. I'm kind of interpreting this maybe more like a hero thing. Like, I'm like, no, I don't want to just be a suit. I'm a hero. I'm a big man in the field. And then I have a phobia. My phobia is consequences. You were just following orders. You always thought that absolved you.
So the soldier, Han Bloodless, you served for 20 proud years, always the first to run into the line of fire, but you couldn't save everyone. After that terrible day, you began accepting increasingly dangerous dark ops missions to try to cleanse yourself. They haunt you still. You've now done terrible things for the flag, but you can't stop. You'll do anything to protect the country you love. My role is to keep everyone safe. The world is a dangerous place. I can protect them all. Violence is a good solution.
Amazing.
My obsession is be a hero.
Oh.
Which is another chance to save everyone. My phobia is things I can't fight. Sometimes strength doesn't matter. And I think my guy's a pretty open book.
Okay.
He doesn't keep a lot inside, so I'll go ahead and tell you I can't go back. I couldn't save my brother, Chewy Bloodless, while we were on tour.
Wait, your name is Han and your brother's name is Chewy?
Beautiful.
That's correct.
Nice.
Very good.
It's a nickname.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Thor Connor, the chaplain. Protect everyone's humanity. You were an army chaplain, strong in your faith, even amidst the grim horrors of war. On your return, you dutifully built a cozy and devoted congregation, even as your own faith started to unravel. When you were drafted by powerful organizations who believe the zone is divine, you could not say no. Your role, protect everyone's humanity. Notice moral dilemmas, highlight the limits of science, and check in on people's souls. For my obsession, I chose souls gone astray, help those who have lost their path. But for my phobia, I have chosen hurt everyone you touch. Those souls are worse off.
Whoa. Oof.
Oofa doofa.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll share my cannot go back. I cannot go back to my broken family.
Oh, that's very sad. All right, and then for myself, I am playing Dana Spineless, the surgeon. You're the one they call in for strange cases, the anomalies, the operations others simply refuse to do. Your work has pushed the boundaries of our human anatomy, Some will say you've gone too far, but you don't care. You love getting your hands dirty. And so my role or touchstones is to keep everyone alive in quotation marks. The human body is my playground. Second is do no harm. And third is there is always a procedure. And I will share my obsession and phobia. My obsession is the perfect organism. Find it or make it yourself. And then the phobia is blood. It's ironic, but you can't stand the sight.
Wow.
And then I will, I'm going to keep my can't go back reason for secret for now and see if it comes into place. Secrets. So everyone should have their characters. Everyone's put them in. Can I just quick check on character pronouns? Dana is going to be she, her. Ben?
I'm going to go he, him.
He, him? All right. Jency?
I'm going to go they, he.
They, he? All right. And Alex?
He, him. Stay in my lane.
See, I'm imagining the squirrely lawyer guy from Jurassic Park, so it's got to be a he, him.
Nice.
We've kind of introduced all of our characters, which is good. And you can click on other people's ones if you would like to. I'd say don't for now, because we've kind of introduced them. But more already. So, as you will see, Ben has been randomly picked as the first director. The expedition is ready to begin. You're all at the observation facility the night before you have to cross the boundary. And these next couple of scenes are how we're going to play the game. It's much more like a tutorial. So don't worry if it's a little bit confusing or it feels a bit like stop-start. That's kind of the aim for it. Ben, would you like to start us off, please?
It's so cool how this game talks to me.
Mm-hmm.
It knows my name. All right, let's see here. The expedition has arrived at the Zone Observation Facility, and I decide what form it takes. Let's see. Each location has 3 different variants. Everyone can see this, but only the director, that's me, gets to pick. So I'm going to read these real quick quietly to myself. I have chosen the Zone Observation Facility, a rustic manor and farm just outside the boundary, requisitioned by the FBC after its owners were not so lucky.
Oof. All right.
Y'all, can I interject a weird little story about this?
Go
Okay.
for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm about to hit 20 years at the place that I work, and they're getting a lot of folks together for like a big lunch kind of thing. And they're taking us to this weird, just like big barn, like wedding, like venue out in Hazel Green. And yeah, it's like they're making us be Western wear as a dress code for it. It's really weird.
That is really weird.
That is really weird.
Do you want to color this? Can we do that? Can we color this as like, it's a manor and farm, but like that, like nobody actually lived there, that it was just this like venue.
Heck yeah.
You
Absolutely.
could get like
I like
married
that.
at and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or have weird work luncheons.
Yeah. Weird themed work luncheon.
Yep.
But if you get the scene prompt, Ben,
Yes.
you will be setting up the scene, so you can absolutely do that. But yeah, read us out aloud.
Okay, the director starts and ends the scene. There are 3 parts to a scene: the setup, collaborative storytelling, and the ending. The director is in charge of the setup and the ending and facilitates collaborative storytelling by asking questions of the group. Oh, that's fun. That's my like Dungeons and Dragons style, is to interview my players. So it won't be annoying here. You can use the questions on the card or come up with your own. We'll use the next scenes to practice this cycle and learn the key moves. To set up a scene, introduce the location, decide which characters it's about, in this case it's everyone, set up the situation described by the prompt. Where is everyone when this starts? What are they doing? And in future scenes, you'll describe how everyone got there from the previous scene or location. Ending the scene. The director ends the scene and their turn when the prompt is resolved. In this case, it's when everyone has shared a rumor. It's better to end the scene too early than too late. If you've gone off topic, end the scene. Now, set up the scene and start collaborative storytelling. When everyone has shared a rumor, we'll click the end scene button. Okay. Intro scene. The night before everyone shares rumors. Practice asking questions. Okay. One question here is, what strange animals or plants have been spotted?
Do you want to set up the scene
So
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you get.
I understand now.
Yeah.
I see. I
Yeah,
read all
Ben.
that. I didn't actually comprehend any
No,
of
it's
it.
all good. It's all good. So yeah, where does this scene take place?
Introduce the location. Location. So yeah, we come up on this like I like that it's like a farmhouse manor. It's balmy, it's humid out here, but it's like maybe can we say it's like oddly quiet? You would expect to hear a lot of crickets. We all live in the South and we're used to loud crickets at night and even in the cities. Cicadas and whatnot. And so it's odd to be in this like kind of rural area and not to hear that. So yeah, we're coming up on this observation facility, this like farmhouse, and it seems like a good a place as any to, it's where we've been ordered at least to set up our base camp.
Dana will have already arrived at this particular manor house, and if we're talking about it as if it's like a place that has been built for like, did you say like a restaurant? Like no one's lived in it. It's just like almost like a
it's like a venue. Yeah,
a venue.
It's definitely a business. I mean, maybe it was at one time a real house.
But it's been changed over. So I think there's definitely like a rocking chair or a couple of rocking chairs out on a porch of some sort. And she has been like scribbling notes in like this notebook. And just to answer that question about what strange animals or plants there's been spotted, I think she's like drawing a picture of like what looks like a Venus flytrap, but the sort of like mouths, I guess, as it were, they are sort of weirdly like, again, the way that she's drawing it and shading of it in, the spikes look a little bit too almost like porcupine-y. They look a little bit too long. And I think a lot of her drawings in her books, she's maybe been here the last couple of hours, she's gone around and seen, because we're like on the cusp of this boundary, I think like she's made a note of all these sort of things. Like there's a mixture of like certain animal elements that have been incorporated into the plants. There's a bit of morph in there. So, but this is the main one that she's been focused on. This is that sort of Venus flytrap with like almost porcupine spikes.
I got another question I could ask.
Yeah, go for it.
How about what weird anomalous artifacts are people talking about?
I can take this one.
Mm-hmm.
So Thor has been, he's been walking around and looking inside of the farmhouse. And it's really interesting because in farmhouses in the South, you would expect a certain type of decor. You'd expect chickens, not actual chickens, but, pictures of chickens everywhere, chickens depicted lots of places. But you'd also expect a lot of symbols of Christianity and of rustic decor and such. But as they're looking around, they notice that some of these, the crosses they don't look like lowercase t kind of crosses. They look more like X's, which is very interesting, with little arrows on the ends. And instead of, I don't know, rustic decor with chickens and such on them, they see a lot of dogs, a lot of dog decor and depictions. And it seems as though these artifacts are not quite what you would expect from a farmhouse such as this.
Ooh.
Hey, Alex, will you have a little scene with me?
Sure.
Okay. One of the questions is, what's rumored about the previous expeditions? And I want to say Domingo maybe got here last, or maybe got here about the same time Han did. And everything that Domingo is wearing, he's got like all this camping stuff. He's got some North Face stuff on, and it all looks absolutely brand new. Never before used.
Oh no.
And he even like comes out of the brush, like hacking away with a machete, which is completely unnecessary because until pretty recently, this was a place that people were supposed to be able to get to, to have weddings and stuff. But I think at one point, like, I'm like trying to hang around you because I think you're hot shit. And I'm like, I don't know if you know this. I actually work, back at the FBC headquarters. I've sent a lot of the expeditions out. And,
is that right?
Yeah. I mean, it's terrible what happened to them, obviously, and that's why I felt some responsibility to come out here and see what they've seen. But you know, I'm sure you've heard that we heard pretty much nothing back from them, but that's actually not entirely true. We just don't have anything of use from them. All of them sent back like SMS messaging, not SMS, but some kind of textual communications. You know, it's very high tech how they get that out of here, but just strings of numbers, different numbers, different strings.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in a few different militaries in my time. I've seen a lot of things. Done a perimeter around here. You see, a lot of soldiers have been through here. You see makeshift of their camps here and there. Some bits of MRE dished out.
Uh-huh.
These were good soldiers.
Yeah, we sent the best.
And they didn't come back out.
That's true.
Something to think about. And then he walks away from you.
Okay. Do you have like a rumor that you've heard?
That's kind of the thing I was biting on.
Okay, all right.
I think Dana will see Han leave the scene and sort of like, because presumably she's seen this exchange, and she looks over to D'Amico and goes, I've heard that the zone zaps all your charge out of your batteries. So anything rechargeable, like your phone or your laptop and stuff like that. So I don't know how they're getting the SMS messaging. Maybe somebody else. That's what I heard anyway.
He gasps and he digs his phone out of his pocket, and it's like still got charged. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, that
we're not over the boundary yet, so."
Oh, yeah. I guess not.
But I have your phone call.
Yes, I'll call my friends and loved ones that I have.
She goes back to drawing in her book. Jency, please become the next director for us, please.
Okay. Oh, we're going to move to the boundary now.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Time to enter the boundary. The crossing will be split into 3 short scenes, one for each of the 3 key moves. Before we start the first scene, we'll do a quick overview of all 3 moves. First one is take stock. So starting with you, every player adds a sensory detail about the scene: sight, sound, touch, smell, taste, or how your character feels. You can skip yourself if you don't have anything in mind. And when everyone has spoken, return to collaborative storytelling. Next, we're going to do something's not right. The person who triggered the move says something's not right and what they think might be wrong. Another person says it's worse than that and describes how. And the player who said something's not right incorporates the escalation, and storytelling continues. Next, we've got not so easy. When someone describes their character doing something not so easy, interrupt by triggering this move. Anyone can say it. You can even call it on yourself. The person trying to do the thing restates what they wanted to happen, then draws a not so easy card to find out if it does. That player then weaves the outcome and its complications, usually a mutation, into the story, and play continues. All right. Oh, what kind of form does the boundary take?
Can we vote?
Well, Jency's got the decider, so
Yeah.
Well,
I'm just gonna let Jency decide.
I'm welcome to hear some input if you feel strongly about one.
No, I was just asking.
My vote's always with you, Jency. You know that.
Thank you.
Wow.
You know this. You're fully aware.
I'm going to go with the boundary is psychological. It manifests only in your minds, triggering thoughts and memories.
Ooh.
Is that the one you wanted, Alex?
That's the one I wanted.
Yeah.
Thank you. Is that the one you wanted, Fiona?
It's the one I wanted because you picked it, so yes.
Oh, thank you.
Got him.
Okay, so let's get a scene prompt for this.
Is that the one you wanted, Ben? Yeah.
But you didn't say anything, Ben.
You didn't
Is
say
it the
a
one you
single
wanted,
thing, Ben.
Take stock. I'm going to do it first.
Yeah, so do you want to set up what the scene is? Because so we've not crossed the boundary, so this is us seeing it, and then you can take stock. So it's like setting up the scene, like what the camera angle sees.
Okay, yes. So the boundary, I think it looks different to all of us. I think there's not just kind of a bubble or like a wall or something that we can see. I think it looks different to each of the characters. And so from the camera angles, it's going to be a point of view for each of our characters in turn.
Ooh, very cool.
And so we are going to now take stock to answer what everyone sees and feels.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying like, yeah, like everyone sees something different here?
Yeah, everyone sees something different. So this is, the boundary is again psychological. So it's going to trigger thoughts, memories, feelings in each of us. And so when we approach the boundary, we're each going to have a different experience and a different perception of the boundary.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
As Thor approaches the boundary, we get a point of view from their perspective, and it looks like kind of an aura where it's almost like an eclipse, where the outside of Thor's vision is really bright white, like around the exterior, and then further inside of his perception is almost completely black, like very, very, very dark.
Whoa.
And so it's really difficult for them to see, but it triggers this intense feeling that they had when they first decided to take their oath and become a chaplain. And he kind of feels like that this is it. This is what it's all been culminating to, that this is where his soul is being drawn to. And he really hopes that this is going to be the answer.
That's awesome.
I think as everyone's sort of getting ready to go, Dana is looking out and does not see that. I like the idea that there's like almost like a white picket fence that's surrounding this sort of rustic manor-esque, and there's maybe like a sign that's like, you know, in the sense of in my head it's like buckle up Iowa, that sort of like the sort of thing, but it's like obviously advertising whatever this restaurant was. And I think just from all the scientific data and all those projections that has been sort of shared about, she knows that beyond the sign into the fields is the zone, and the boundary is past this picket fence and the sign. But as they're getting ready to go, she's looking at the sign, and just for a moment, the sort of like person that's like on the sign, sort of like looky cheeky smile, I imagine has, for whatever reason, has like a has their hair in pigtails and like a big sort of cowboy hat. The face changes and morphs into one of her previous patients.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And it sort of flickers and she closes her eyes and opens again and it's gone. And there's just this little bit of a sense of, before she was kind of like keen and excited to get in there, but there was just a hesitation, a pause as seeing that. And then she sort of shakes her head and is like resolute to go for the zone. And yeah, and then obviously the camera switches back and it's just that portrait. In my head, it's very, is it The Great Gatsby that has like the big eyes with the glasses?
Oh, yeah.
The owl-eyed man.
The owl-eyed man. It's similar vibes to that sort of thing. It's staring over everything as we're looking at it.
Well, Domingo Xavier, the blood has left his face. And he's looking at like this like brutalist concrete building that like the facade of one, the front of one that stretches as far and as tall as he can see. And it is, there are like many windows, and the windows are, there's just an inferno of flame coming out of them. Like this building is fully involved in fire. It is engulfed in it. And there is a door that he could enter in front of him. Like he could enter this building if he wanted to. And just like far inside of this building, like in the distance, you can hear this like one person screaming. And I think Domingo starts to scream until he kind of like realizes that nobody else is screaming. And then he stops screaming and he's like, sorry. I guess you're all fine with this.
Maybe have that phone call, I say.
Yeah.
I know a good therapist.
Yeah.
So Han looks over this field and doesn't see anything right away. It just looks like a plain field. But then a fog starts to rise up. But it's not mist. It's more made of dust and gun smoke. The leavings of cannon fire. It starts to, like, the sound starts to buzz around him with shots and kind of faint shouts off in the distance. He gets a taste of iron in the air, like there's blood in his mouth. And it starts to build to a crescendo before all of a sudden everything leaves. And it's just a field again.
I can really imagine that rush of sound and then just gone.
Do I do something next?
You can end the scene if you like.
Oh, now I can end the scene.
There you go. It's my turn.
It's Fiona's turn.
Hi, guys. It's me.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. We're going to do another scene in the boundary, so this is going to be the second one. There's something's not right. So you use it to ramp up the danger in the scene. And when to use it, we use it frequently, and anyone can use it at any time. So the expedition itself is starting to cross the boundary, but something's not right. What is it? And then end the scene before leaving it. So what will happen is that I will say, I'll set up the scene, I'll say something's not right, I'll say something, and then anyone can go in and go, it's much worse than that. And then I have to incorporate whatever that is into the thing. And again, you can look at it here, and it says it there as well. So we all get given our packs. There's only 4 of us on this expedition. It's quite small. And whether we've got on it because we've applied to be on the team, or whether someone's had money, or we've been conscripted, it's the 4 of us, and we start to cross this boundary. And obviously from Dana's perspective, we sort of go out, and it is this white picket fence, and there's like weirdly like a gate, and she just opens it, and it's the first through, regardless of if Han the soldier tries to get ahead.
I would.
What, get ahead?
I would try to, yeah.
All right, yeah. So you push ahead, and Dana sort of like, no, after you. And then D'Amico and Thor in the back. We start to walk, going through this sort of grassland, past the big advertisement, and we get to almost like a stream, a dried up stream, a ditch. And we're all sort of stood at it looking down, and something's not quite right. The ditch itself is dry, completely bone dry, but there's like a white substance, like powder, that seems to be covering all the rocks and all the leaves and all the mush that's been left at the bottom of the stream.
It's worse than that.
You beat me to it.
Oh, go ahead, Alex.
No,
you go ahead.
Josie, you did it.
You talk about first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, it's worse than that, because at first you just think it's powder, but it looks a little bit fuzzy, and the more you look, the more it seems like it's not flowing. It's kind of undulating and moving, and it seems like it's all working together.
Whoa. So we see this white powder, this sort of like patches of it is undulating, slowly making its way forward. Like at points you think it's like some weird carpet, like, you know, that sort of shag carpet, and then I think Dana will sort of turn to the other three and be like, "Oh, that's the local flora and fauna for you. That's looks like a new species of fungi," and sort of is crawling. Mind your step. And she's about to go. She goes, "Oh, after you."
Thank you.
That's the soldier. Go ahead.
Yeah. I am going to. Well, first I'm going to look around and see if there's any like large timber that maybe I could make a bridge over this fungi, so we don't have to step in it.
I think with a little bit of time, maybe you go back to the advertisement, which Dana and the others will point out, and you tear down a thing. You could easily find boards and stuff. It's weird though, because you think if there's been many expeditions beforehand, there would be other ways to get across. And it doesn't seem to be. Maybe some of them just literally walked across this dry riverbed. Is there anything that Domiko and Thor are doing in this moment?
So we've put like a plank that we're trying to like cross it, right?
Bits of
Like a
boards and
makeshift
stuff.
bridge, yeah.
Like a makeshift bridge. And like maybe the first two get across fine. Like the soldier and the surgeon get across fine. But then like you're also very confident people, I feel like, and very competent people, and you have steady hands and steady hearts. But like the nervous Nelly, like, so when you go over this fungus or whatever it is, this powder, yes, it is undulating. It is definitely alive and active and animated, but it seems to ignore you. But I'm like bad at balancing. I'm like wiggling on the thing a little bit, and it starts to like, it's like it's noticed me. And it starts to like come up like on the plank, and it's like it starts to like crawl up my leg.
Oh yeah,
It actually touches you.
It sort of it sort of stretches out towards you, I'd say, because I think in the next scene that's not so easy when you get away, but I think it starts to like pour at you perhaps, and starts to, and then you go and you make it across the bridge. But
I think I go and make it across.
Yeah, we all look at you as a result, going like,
"Oh, that I made it. I did it.
Lucky for us."
Thor sees all of this happening, and he kind of stops for a second. He puts his hand on his heart and takes a deep breath and closes his eyes and just walks across and doesn't open them until he gets to the other side.
You Chris Angel your way across.
Yes, Chris Angel my way across.
I mean, I think it's interesting again that I think it's now this fungus has noticed you. Again, it just almost like reach up and try it, like it almost grabbed Dominico, and now for yourself, Thor. I think weirdly, if someone was to look at it, it almost looks like a parting of the sea in a weird sort of sense. This again, the way the fungus is, and it grows quickly and is stimulated by movement and the sounds. But as soon as you make it across, it almost sort of dies back down, and then slowly continues at this big sort of migration path down the riverbed, and we cross the boundary into the next scene.
The boundary.
It is Alex's turn.
Oh no, it's my turn.
There's going to be two scenes here.
Two scenes.
I think you do one, and then everything will go round to Ben. But yeah, start your turn, Alex.
All right, I will start my turn. I am the director. I decide the next scene. Not so easy.
Uh-oh.
Not so easy cards are the heart of this game. You're playing at the right level of intensity if they happen frequently. They also give you the power after death. The player with the most
not so easy cards, I'm supposed to say.
controls. Okay. Yeah, controls the end game. Don't leave a scene unless you've earned at least one. You can and should trigger not so easy on yourself. It's a great way to get mutations. Play to lose. Touch that anomaly. Find a way to put someone in the not so easy situation so you can try the move. Afterwards, describe how the expedition enters the zone and end the scene. So there is one final obstacle before making it into the zone. Why is it not so easy to make it through the inner side of the boundary and into the zone? This one final barrier. I think there is a tangible barrier that we come across.
Ooh.
It's see-through. Like, we can't see it. We mostly feel it. It's got the consistency of like really thick. You know when you have Jello and it gets that skin over the top of it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jello
Do you
skin.
mean like a pudding skin?
No, Jello. Like jiggly Jello.
Yeah, like gelatin. I get it.
I want to yes and you, but I'm not familiar with the Jello skin.
Wow. Privilege over here.
Nothing to say.
Never had to deal with old Jello that had that leathery skin on it.
I guess not. I'm sorry.
It's like a big, thick, jiggly leather like substance. It's awful to deal with.
A fruit by the foot.
Less pleasant.
Okay.
But it has that texture for anyone who's not got a silver spoon in their mouth.
Okay.
all my Google results is like Jello skin is like skincare routine. So what is Jello skin and how do you get it? That's and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think that's what Alex is talking about. Maybe not.
Yeah, that's what happens to your T-zone.
Some folks out there know what I'm talking about, and they'll get in the comments.
Don't get in the chat. So it's leathery, rubbery, jello-y.
It's leathery, rubbery, jiggly, all at once.
Gelatiny.
Like a thin membrane, but still definitely tangible.
Yeah.
But you can't see it.
You can't see it, but we're definitely gonna have to like push through it.
Oh, that's horrible.
Does it close behind us when each person goes through?
It envelops you once you push into it.
Yeah. Like some sort of custody type thing.
This game definitely needs the X card because you're going to discover at least one new sensation that you're not okay with in this game. I don't think that was it, but
I'm getting there. My actual Jinsey skin like feels clammy now. That sent a cold shiver through me.
Yes.
We knew.
That was good.
I may never eat Jello again for fear of the skin.
Be scared. Be afraid of the skin.
I like how Alex at the beginning was like, I don't really like horror games, but then introduced something that's so horrific none of us want to talk about. So
that we're all just like,
you wanted me to escalate it? Once we're inside, we can't actually breathe.
Yeah. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always scary.
All right. I guess who's going first then for the membrane?
I mean,
Domingo puts his hands up like he's ready to do rock, paper, scissors. And he's like, is that how we do it?
Han kind of touches the membrane, the barrier, and goes, well, there's nothing for it. He takes out his knife and kind of tries to slash at it.
Well, that's definitely not
is this when
that's not so easy.
Is this when I use a not so easy? Okay.
Yeah,
or using on yourself.
Easy.
Okay, using on yourself.
Did you pick that one, Alex, or did someone else pick it?
No, somebody else did that.
All right, but okay.
So I did click on it because I got really excited to click on it.
That's all good.
Okay.
So basically, Alex will have to pick this because it's his character doing it. So the character doing the not so easy thing must click the card. It's just
okay. I'm going to cancel.
End.
I'm canceling.
Okay.
There we go.
We can play it at any time, but the person, if you click on it again, Ben, you can see on the thing, the player doing the not so easy has to click that.
Okay, so I will click it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh, he does get through. So read it out for us, Alex.
Not so easy for Alex. Yes, and the zone mutates you in a small but noticeable way.
There's a little cheat sheet that you'll be able to look at.
Sheet.
If you click on it, Alex. Yes.
Okay. Only I can see this.
Oh.
Should I read this out?
No, you can. So on that sheet, you can roll D20 to get something that inspires you, or you can pick something from it.
I have D20s.
Yeah. So yeah, but we'll all see this cheat sheet at some point. But the idea about it is it helps you come up with a mutation, and then you can feed it into your description for when we get back to the scene.
I don't like that this is pulsing.
It's like pulsating.
But I also do like it, but I don't like it.
It's got like streptococcal bacteria in the back.
Yeah.
No.
Do I click one of these?
Nope. It's just a normal sheet. You don't have to, it doesn't keep a reminder for you. It's just
so I just have to, unfortunately it has like numbers for all of these things that I can pick from, but not these things that I can pick from.
It's not all of it has numbers. So.
All right. Tell you what, we'll roll the D20 and see what I'm combining here.
Yeah.
Alex was determined to roll dice during this.
I love it.
Gotta use all those D20s.
Yeah,
I
right.
like
You have
that.
for a
I like
reason.
that. Let's see. I'm gonna see. There's a D20, then there's columns. So I'm gonna roll a D6 and have it by 3.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Well, all right. I mean, I didn't say anything. Okay. Explain how this comes to pass and how your character mutates. Then click here to dismiss. All right. Han uses his knife and pushes his way through this barrier. And he stutters and stops for a bit. And it kind of shakes. But then he kind of overcomes, resolves himself, and pushes his way through the outside. In total, you're probably seeing about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 foot of like barrier that he goes through before he gets to the outside. And then when he turns around to look at you, his eyes are a deep purple.
Ooh.
And the irises,
Oh, like the white part of the
like
eyes?
the whole eye is completely purple.
Whoa.
And the irises are shaped like flower petals.
Oh, okay.
Like a flower.
I hate that. I mean, I like it.
Damn.
What color are the irises?
They are I can see it in my head, but I'm not good with colors. It's like somewhere between a pink and an orange.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Like a coral.
Yeah, like coral. Coral's a good.
Wow.
Yeah. And he kind of coughs for a second and goes, "What are you waiting for? Push on through."
Dana sort of smiles to herself and is like, fascinating. And we'll go quickly through and just comes up very, very close to you, Hans, and looks you really like oversteps the boundary. Like,
It's something weird.
No, just bit of pink eye, I think.
Pink eye. I hate pink eye.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I can look at you later. Onwards.
Thor's gonna hold their breath and also rush in. And then he's gonna put a hand on you, Han, and say, How are you feeling?
See, is there something weird? Do I have something on my face?
You were just the first one in. I just want to know if you feel differently than we do.
I feel fine.
Okay, good.
I feel fine.
Good.
Do I look weird?
Yes.
Do you have a mirror? Doc, do you have a mirror?
No, and we'll go to the phone and be like, oh, well, and we'll take a picture and show you.
Ah!
I'm sure it's harmless. Don't worry.
I just start blinking a lot. Like I can rub it away with my eyes.
I'll turn back. It's like, are you coming? Come on, we're not waiting for you. Don't dilly-dally.
Yeah, and I know I can't see the barrier, but I try to like get where he put the knife through so that I could just like slip through without touching anything. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, okay, all right.
We end the scene?
We end the scene.
End that scene.
Woo!
All right.
Good job, me.
Good
Good job, you.
All right, Ben, let's go.
Thank you. Emote. Everyone emote for Alex. Emote for Alex.
Give myself some
hearts. Okay.
All right, so now we must move on from the boundary. So let's go for the next one, Ben, which is the apartments.
You are now in the zone, everyone. Welcome to the zone, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome. Zone.
Get in the zone. The next few scenes will be about exploring the zone, developing your characters, and most importantly, being very irresponsible. Remember, you will need not so easy cards for the end of the game. Have your characters do plenty of things that make it necessary to say, not so easy. Mutations await. Okay, the expedition has arrived at the apartments, and I get to decide what they look like. Oh man, I don't even want to like read the rest of them. Because the first one is a concrete tower block, which is very similar to what I saw at the barrier.
Go for it then.
So a concrete tower block, cramped apartments in various states of disrepair. Some are blasted open, others are locked and sound occupied.
Ooh.
Anomaly scene. A dangerous anomaly holds a way for someone to get their obsession. Okay. Let's see. Who's got a good obsession that would be something they could get?
I think I do not.
I don't think mine is applicable.
I think mine would be, because that is like the perfect organism.
Yeah.
Is what it is. But set up the seed for us, Ben. What is this apartment like?
Yes.
And then we could do some take stock as well if you want to add details of it, like from everyone. But yeah, set us up for it.
So yeah, we have you ever seen that the walled city that used to be in like China that like it got like leveled in like the 90s, but for a long time like it was just that like giant block of rooms basically, and they're like cramped rooms and people just like lived in it, and it was almost fantastical that it could even exist. And I think that's a lot of what we're looking at here, that it's just like a single block of this like hodgepodge together like cramped living space, and there are not supposed to be people here, but we can hear something inside. There's definitely like activity happening inside. We've come upon this, and it shouldn't be here. There shouldn't be a giant block of apartment buildings a few miles away from this wedding venue thing.
Oh, well, why don't we take some stock?
Yeah, I was gonna say, someone do a take stock.
I can take a stock, so we can go around, and if you don't have anything, you can skip if you'd like. So I think let's start with the sound, the noise. I think seeing this apartment block, and we know we have to go through it to get to the other side and continue on into the zone. But I think what's striking is that when you look up, I think on the 4th or 5th floor, we could see like one of the apartment like balconies has like fairy lights around the outside of it that are like shining like on and off. Like it look very much like as if they're in Christmas mode. And there's just a low sound of like, of a beat, some sort of music playing from that particular room as if a party is going on.
Oh.
Xavier checks his phone,
and
it is down to 13% battery.
Ooh.
Even though there are signs of electronics, like you say, existing in this space.
Nice.
Moving on to smell. There is the smell of burning charcoal in the air.
Ooh.
Does it smell good?
You know what? It's interesting because it doesn't smell bad. And it could smell good in another situation. You know, if you were, say, going to a backyard barbecue and this was the smell, it would not be out of place. This would be a normal, nice, good smell. But here, it does not smell good. It smells unnatural.
I would say there's a feeling, there's a certain electrical charge in the air. Do you know, right? You get a static charge and you get a discharge on a piece of metal. It's kind of that feeling right before you touch something where you've got a barrier of electrons around your finger or your toe or whatever's going to touch something. It's right on the precipice of that zap.
I know exactly what you mean.
Our whole bodies feel that.
Ooh.
I feel like as a guy that like works in an office building, like, so I have to just realize you can like constantly have to ground yourself before you like touch a door or something in winter.
Yes. Yep.
And like I think like Domingo keeps doing that. He keeps like touching like wood or something, or like something to ground himself, but he always feels like he's about to get zapped if he touches something metal. Yeah.
As we're looking up at this place, there's like a slight movement on the wall of the apartment building that's at our eye level. Dana sort of snaps to look at it, and it is a huge butterfly, about as big as like your two hands put together. And it is like a golden look to it. Like in my head, it's like a monarch butterfly, but each of its individual cells, the shading of it, is like like all different kinds of like reds, and there's purples and there's oranges, and it looks like a mosaic. She's like, oh, fascinating. He's going to go over and try and catch it.
Something's not right. It seems like it's art, right? It seems like it's art, maybe. Or are you saying that it
I
seems
think
real?
It seemed real. I think it seemed real. So, but yeah, go for it. What came to mind?
That it moves.
Ooh, so it looks like a piece of art, but then it moves. So something's not right.
Or maybe it's like taxidermied or something. But then it's not. It is alive, and it flaps its wings like violently at you. It may be like pinned to a wall or something, but it's like alive.
Ooh, so yeah, like a proper like as if like done as a just being aware. So yeah, it's just like it's a huge butterfly. How do we think it could be worse than that?
So you get closer to this butterfly,
Mm-hmm.
and you start seeing the patterns on its thorax.
Mm-hmm.
But as you get closer and closer, they start to move, and the patterns morph into a face. And not just a normal face, like a grotesque, monstrous face with sharp mandibles on it. And it hisses at you and spits.
Oh, no.
I'm sort of stop for a moment, and I go, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. One of you must have like a jar or something. I must have it. I must study it.
I brought so much stuff. Like I have stuff like that for like samples and stuff because I'm supposed to like contain it. So I was supposed to take back stuff. So I'm like, yeah. Here's I got like a Ziploc baggie, and I like hand you a Ziploc baggie.
It's so small compared to the big creature, but like
I mean, we just need a little bit, right?
You're right. Only a little bit. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and take one of the wings off the creature.
That's not that easy.
What do you know? What are you talking about? All right.
I feel like everyone clicked it at this point.
Everyone's going, absolutely not, Fiona. You don't get a butterfly.
No.
It says no, and. So I get a no, and the zone mutates you in a way that triggers someone else's obsession. If there's no one else left, it is yours. Okay. So let me look at the sheet. Okay. Interesting. I think what happens is that I go to take I get out. If you've got the baggie, I've got like a little like tweezers. Yeah, and I try to take it, which is undeniably cruel, by the way. I do not condone this. And I think,
can I say this is based on a real thing that happened to me? I was supposed to make a butterfly collection in like middle school, and I just like didn't know how to kill them without like messing up the butterfly, and so I like pinned them to a board and put them in a freezer. And I was like, that'll kill them. That feels bad. Turns out that doesn't actually totally kill them. And some of them like came unmoored from the board, like with still the thing pinned through them. And I've never felt worse about anything in my life.
Wow. Damn, you are the villain of the butterfly world, Ben.
But I didn't mean to be.
No,
Wait, is this a real story for Ben?
Yes. This is not. I can
is
incorporate this into the fiction, but this is deep Ben lore.
Deep Ben lore. Oh my
Very
goodness.
traumatic part of my life.
I go to pluck a part of one of the wings, and the whole creature jumps off the wall and attaches itself to my face, and it starts to beat its wings a lot, and you start to hear me scream as it's like tearing into my face. Its wings are razor sharp, and whether one of you comes to help me or not, I eventually pull it off my face. I stamp on it, and I go to my cheeks where it's slashed at at my skin, and I sort of pull away, and there's a bit of blood, and I go to get my phone or look in a mirror or the window or something to see it, and it's healed up. It's sort of healed up into a scar, but each of the scars, they sort of like claw marks. They're a different cell shade. very similar to that of the butterfly, so almost like a mosaic, and these like across the one cheek. Yeah. Everything leaves its own mark. Thanks for the help. Turn around to the three of you.
I'm sorry. It just happened so fast.
So did it triggered someone else's obsession?
Oh, it does, yes.
I mean, I think it would have triggered mine to be a hero. I would have tried to run and like snatch the thing off your face.
Do it.
Yeah. I don't know how that
Are you doing it,
manifests
Alex?
here.
Are you going to go help her?
Just do it.
Yeah,
You
100%.
just save it.
Yeah.
Oh, but that doesn't seem so easy.
So while you're trying to,
Yes.
Hans is trying to rip it off of Fiona's face, we're still doing that.
Yes.
Not so
They'll be
easy.
in the process of it. Perfect, yeah.
So now I click this.
Yes, you do, Hans, yeah.
Would you say we're retconning that role play? Is that what
We
we're doing?
are, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Not so easy for Hans.
Zynga.
Yes, but this isn't something you can do alone. Help is needed from other characters or from the locale.
So you're helping me.
I think it says or from a local.
Okay.
Yeah.
The building.
Same thing. Help me, buildings.
Oh.
Han goes to start pulling this off of your face, but it's really latched on there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the Connors, get over here.
Yeah, of course. Thor's going to run over and start trying to rip it off as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to run over and like I have that machete out.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I got it. And I'm gonna like swing the machete at the butterfly.
While it's still on her face?
Yeah, I'm not smart.
Okay.
All right, Alex, resolve your card, because I think it's not so easy as coming towards Ben right now.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized I may have gotten us like way too deep into that.
So it doesn't say anything about a mutation.
Nope.
Do I just skip the mutation thing?
Unless it says otherwise, you do not get a mutation. But
Gotcha.
But so Ben, did you say you were swinging a machete at me?
I'm swinging a machete, and I'm like, I've got it.
Not so easy.
I've got it.
It's not so easy.
No, you have to reveal something about your character's past to succeed.
Yes, but
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, you do.
I'm addicted to gambling. That helps me swing this machete.
So I've got like one big secret here is the thing. I'm going to say.
You can break it down.
Oh, no. Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
So this moth or this butterfly makes the exact same like high-pitched screaming sound that I heard coming from like inside the burning like fake like building in my imagination. And that's why he like goes wild and just, and I think this successfully happens. I don't hack your face off. I do successfully hack this butterfly to pieces in a wild rate. Two-handed over my head, chopping down, screaming as I like chop this butterfly into pieces, and then it's over, and I'm like, and I go, I'm sorry. It's just that sound it made. I think maybe you didn't hear this sound.
Yeah.
And I mean, it like it's a butterfly. It doesn't make sounds. It just flaps. And I was like, that sound it made. It just look. I recently, I just someone at my job. Someone died in the building, and it was pretty awful. It was this is classified, but I might as well tell you we're deep in it now. The FBC regional office I came from, it burned to the ground, and it happened while there was a janitor inside while it happened. And I was working late when it was happened, and we got out of the building. It was at the end of the day, and we were all kind of exiting the building mostly anyway. And that's when the janitorial staff comes in, and I'll never forget that sound. And it sounded just like her.
I think I turned back from looking in the window at the point and said, I didn't ask for your life story, but I guess thank you is in order. No help to the rest of you two.
We were trying to help. We were ripping it off.
We were trying to rip it off your face.
Oh, and look at it, and it's on the floor like in bits. For goodness sake. And I will start picking up bits of it and putting it in the baggie.
Yeah. For the future, Doc, kill it, then get your samples.
Wow, kill it and then get the samples, huh? That's your philosophy, is it, as a soldier?
100%.
All right, everyone. Okay.
If it's dead, it can't put weird hexagons on your face.
Let's all just remember what we're here for. I'm sorry that happened, Dana. I wish I could have been more help, but are you okay?
I will be fine. Thank you for asking.
So the director does have a question for you, Dana.
Mm.
So how did this anomaly manifest your obsession? So you kind of said that. You said it was like it's the supreme life form. What exactly is your obsession again?
My obsession is the perfect specimen.
Okay.
So yes,
this may not have been the perfect specimen, but maybe you were hoping it was.
I have to find it or make it myself.
Okay. Well, what must this anomaly take from you in exchange? Ooh. I know that you've got a bit of a weird face now, but I don't know that that's enough.
Hey, now.
I dare say you might enjoy your new face.
I don't know what you're
based
talking
on
about.
What I know from you.
That's true. My face, take from me. Okay, maybe it's a bit of a weird one, but I think it actually takes my confidence a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think I've been I just got attacked by a butterfly, and
it really hurt.
And
you
really
couldn't get it off yourself.
It was latched on, I think, and it was the way it was acting. I think with the way the wings were, it was almost using them as knives, almost like paper slits, cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And I think while she says is sort of like the cruel, cold sort of surgeon-esque to you all, you can see her hands are still shaking a little bit, and I think the face keeps bleeding for a couple of hours, because she doesn't like blood, and so there's blood on her hands a little bit, and she's trying to dab away, and it doesn't stop bleeding. So she's constantly reminded of her phobia, and therefore her confidence is shaken as a result.
I think I like that as I think we've spent enough time in butterfly trauma land. I think we also see, I think that this apartment, this walled city is on both sides of it. There's a lot of extremely thick brush, so that we're basically going to have to pass through the walled city. We realize that. So we're like, all right, let's just go. Let's just go to the middle of this thing, try to find a path to the other side so we can keep going.
Yeah. And move on through.
Stay away from bugs.
Yes.
I want to move on to the village. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's absolutely cool. Yeah, because this is where you could do multiple scenes in the different locations.
Yes.
And which is totally fine, but often it leads to very long things. So I always say try to do one big scene in each one. So yeah, I'm happy for you to move on to the village. So yeah, perfect.
Okay. The expedition has arrived at the village. You decide what form it takes. Oh. Okay, I'm going to go with a charred devastation, a community cut short violently, blackened anthropomorphic remains scattered around under an even coat of ash.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed. Okay, someone attempts to persuade another to abandon the mission. Who would want someone off the mission and why now? So let's take stock first. Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Let's do take stock first.
I was actually just hovering over the button and my finger spasmed and I was oh cool, great, good job, Ben.
Fat fingers, yes.
Can I do a 5 seconds ago detail? As I know we don't want to spend a whole other scene in those apartments, but I like the idea of there are signs of habitation, but we go through rooms and rooms of this thing, and there are absolutely no signs of, we don't see any actual humans anywhere. There's no life, there's only signs of habitation. We find the charcoal grill at one point that is burning the charcoal, and it's set up to grill something, but there's nothing on it. It's just burning charcoal inside of a charcoal grill. And so then we pass through without issue, and we get here to this place.
Love that. Yeah, I think as we're making it into this village on the other side, it's so weird because it's so different to the block of flats behind, which we can look at and see. And we tried several doors and rooms, and as Ben said, there's signs of habitation but no people there. And I think what's even weirder is when we come into the village itself, yes, Burns flat, but all around what we think is the village square is just letters and parcels that have just been like just everywhere. And some of them they're burnt, some of them are opened, some of them are in languages we don't understand or don't recognize. But there's just everywhere, as if there's been like a big explosion of mail just covering the center of this village square that we've come to.
Before Jensen can get to it, I'm going to take care of smell this time.
How did you know, Alex?
I knew.
You did know.
The whole village, as we start to approach it, we get it starts faintly. But as we approach it closer and closer, it gets stronger and stronger. The smell of sulfur, of this rotting egg smell, like something is definitely not right here. That smell of decay and ruin, which, makes sense with a ruined village. You'd think you'd smell wood smoke or charcoal or stuff like that, but it's the sulfur that's really getting us.
So as we approach and we smell the smell of sulfur, we also see that the ash, and even there's a little bit of smoke still lingering. There's a haze. There's a lot of ash and smoke still in the air. We can see pretty well, but it's lingering around. It all has a yellowish color instead of a grayish color.
I did want to say, I think some of the parcels, these letters and parcels and stuff on the ground, some of them are nothing but strings of numbers.
Ooh, very good. Like that a lot.
Nice. This is a pretty bleak, violent scene. And I think this is the first time that we've seen something truly horrific. I mean, of course, we've seen some unsettling things, but there are charred remains of what could have been people or could have been creatures. We're not really sure, but there are things that look like maybe they were limbs. And the whole place just has this very strong sense of death and destruction about it. And I think that weighs very heavily on all of the characters. So would anyone feel like they would want someone else off the mission?
Han pulls Domingo aside.
That's me.
And talks softly to you, if not gruntly. Listen, I don't know what the mission here is. I was brought on to protect y'all. And the doc, I don't think the doc's in the right headspace to be here.
Okay.
That crazy move with trying to just pick a random butterfly, a weird alien looking butterfly off the building and put it in a jar, nearly got them killed. Could have got the rest of us killed.
Well, okay. I'll tell you, I know that your orders have been a little bit vague, but I'll give you a little more. Essentially, the mission is to contain the zone to where it is now. Don't let it spread any further. And if we can get anything useful out of it, that would be great. And it's getting harder and harder to get teams to come in on this. So if someone's got their own thing they want out of it, the FBC is kind of going to let them do it. So I know she's a weird one, but
if we want this team to come back from this, we need to have a little bit of order and not just fly by our pants, grabbing bugs off walls.
Oh, I think something's not right.
Ooh, something's not right.
It never is.
I think as you're having this conversation, as Han is speaking to Domenico, as soon as he finishes a sentence, there's almost a moment where it sounds like somebody else is speaking like him at the same time, but it's like 1 second later, so there's a slight delay as he's speaking. It's like someone else is just almost echoing his word.
I'm like, who's that? What?
Yeah.
Who's talking at the same time I'm talking?
Could it be
It's worse than that.
Oh.
What do you got? No, Jinsey, do it.
No, I said, how could it be worse than that? I didn't have anything. You go ahead.
When I look behind me, I do see something that is basically shaped like me. The same shape, maybe the same mass. And it is 1-to-1 mimicking my movements and saying what I'm saying. But it is like, you would never confuse the two of us. It is not like a Domingo clone. It is like made of fungus. It is made of like other things, but it's got like a North Face vest on. It's got like, I mean, it's like a North Face vest made of like tree bark or something, some kind of organic thing.
Yeah.
And it's going like, yeah, it's a weird one.
I immediately step between you and your fungus doppelganger and raise my rifle at it.
I think just to add to it, I think the reason we've not seen it so far, and it's that I think it's coming out of the wall right now. Like, I think it was like almost like, you know how we talked about the butterfly looked like it was like a piece of artwork. I think looking at the walls of this village and this devastation, we see other, like, what would be like fungus and green bits everywhere, but it's just the way this whole bit has coalesced, almost moved itself across the things into this position. And it just so happened that Domenico was so close to the wall that it's almost like a shadow, almost like Peter Pan and his shadow kind of thing. But as you move away, it's still there.
I actually am like, no, don't shoot it. I like try to like
no, don't shoot it.
Like knock his gun away, like to like not let him shoot the fungus man.
Oh, it's not so easy.
That's not so easy.
It's not so easy.
All right, then.
Is this the spirit of this game? Is to like self-report?
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Not so easy for Ben, but yes, well, not so easy for Domingo. Yes, but the zone mutates you. If you're not alone, someone else is mutated even worse. Oh my God! So it's like both me and Alex, then, right?
Or Thor as well, or myself. Like, but let's resolve your bit first. So, like, you look at the mutation sheet, and then
I do finally get to see this. Oh, Jinsey, I can't wait for you to see this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do like Alex did. I'm gonna roll a d20.
Heck yes.
Nice. We're gonna say that my character doesn't have a lot of hair. I never said that before, but my character's got like not a lot of hair. And so like this, like I keep him from shooting this thing, and this thing like comes and like touches me. Maybe it like embraces me. And I like push it off. I fight. It was not hard to fight off, maybe. I like just push it off. And it like just crumbles to the ground.
Yeah.
In like organic matter. And I was like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. And then on the back of my head, there's another like kind of like shitty version of my own face that goes, that wasn't so hard.
I hate that so much.
Maybe slightly off towards, it's a bit skew-ish.
Yes. Again, this is not a perfect 1-to-1 of my face. It's bad.
There's one big eye, small eye.
It's like this.
Yeah, it's like stretched out. Whew.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
If this mutates me, and it says if you're not alone, someone else is mutated even worse, maybe we're gonna say like other like fungaloid and like floraloid like copies of you are also coming out of the walls and like imitating you and your trying to imitate your mannerisms.
Yeah, does anyone else want to volunteer to be mutated? I know Thor has not had a chance yet.
I have not had a chance to be mutated yet.
Would you like to?
Can I?
Absolutely.
Can you click on the mutation cheat sheet?
You should be able to.
I sure can.
Okay, cool.
Whoa. Okay. I am gonna roll.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Rolling's fun.
Ew. We're going to go with, while this is happening, Thor is going to start backing away a little bit whenever he sees the face on the back of your head, and it shocks him. And he doesn't realize that there's one right behind him as well. So he bumps right into it. And it crumbles just like yours does, but then he steps right on top of it. and the fungus starts wrapping around their legs and feet, and out of their leg start sprouting these horrible roots and vines that start trying to attach to the ground and starts trying to anchor them into the ground.
Oh no.
And Thor is just paralyzed with fear. They have their hand on their heart and are whispering some prayers, and just completely paralyzed, cannot move, is stuck to the ground through these roots.
Seeing, I was not doing anything. I was looking at these letters, and suddenly there's like a whole caterwauling, and I see Han there, and we see what's happening to Dominica and Thor. I go, oh, for goodness sake, I'm going to go and try and tear the roots and try and free the chaplain and try and get them out. And take but similar to how the butterfly, I'm very cruel. I was just like, I'm just going to try and break these things that are coming out of your legs, essentially.
Oh, it's horrifyingly painful.
Yeah.
Thor starts screaming at this point.
No.
Before they were paralyzed in fear, and now they are just screaming in agony.
I give you I have I don't know, something like a piece of cloth in my bag, and I bite on this, and then try and rip the thing.
Were there fungus versions of all of us, or just
yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Han fully shoots his.
Oh, that's not so easy. Absolutely not. Why would you shoot yourself?
Why would I shoot a weird fungus thing
That
that's
looks
coming?
like you.
at me?
Yet that's saying the same things as you. Oh, go for it.
Evil twins? Nope, no way. No, and
Oh no.
the zone mutates you, creating a much more serious problem, which must be dealt with immediately.
Oh no.
Okay, so
Can I pitch something?
sure.
At least the problem,
Mm-hmm.
which is that when you shoot it, it creates a wound on you in exactly the place where you shot it.
Ooh.
Ew.
That's good.
That might manifest as my mutation too. Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I take aim and I shoot at my doppelganger, and I hit it across the chest. 3 bullets. And then 3 bullet holes sprout on my chest. But it's not like I've been shot. They're just holes there. And out of those holes start emitting a deadly odor.
No.
It's the sulfur. Oh my god.
It is the sulfur.
Oh.
He's the Eggman.
Sulfur starts streaming, puffing out of these holes in my chest.
Y'all, I'm gonna throw up. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not great. It has to be dealt with. I think I'm just oh. I start vomiting uncontrollably.
Oh
And-
no.
I think I want to scream to leave him behind, to run and leave him.
I have to bite back on my whole Doc shouldn't be here, and be like, Doc, stuff something in these holes. Fill my holes, Doc.
Yeah. Yeah, I think all the other creatures, that they're sort of they are pulling themselves out. My creature turns towards me, but they're not getting very far. They're starting to fall into bits as they're pulling themselves off the infrastructure. It just so happened that we were so close to them before they could latch on. And I see what's happening to you, Hans, and I'm like, oh, for goodness sake, do you want something done? Do it yourself. I'm just going to grab your chest with permission from Fiona to Alex, but and all I'm going to do is squeeze the holes down tight and hope they heal up by themselves. Trying to
close
them, and
that's a surgery, baby.
Tell you what, no, I'll
it's not that easy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah. Can't just squeeze holes shut.
Can't just squeeze holes shut, Fiona.
I am a surgeon. I know how bodies work.
Okay.
Right.
The power in this game to just hit the not so easy button, buzzer. It feels amazing.
It's like the easy button.
Don't you have stitches or something?
Well, we're about to find out.
It's like the glue. Don't you have the glue?
Yes, but
Yes.
oh no, yes, but success immediately triggers a much more serious challenge. If it's a creature, it is not their final form. All right, so let me tell you, surgery. Who needs it? Closing holes with your fingers absolutely works. You can see as I start to like hold on to you, Han, and I sort of squeeze. It does seal up. Like it's almost like you can see the little tendrils like sealing up there. But then I think, and let me know if this is too much. I think your chest starts to expand as the gas inside starts to fill. And you start to burp, and yeah, you're being sick as well. But the gas, it's like. I've not solved the problem, but you're struggling to breathe because the air.
Rotten egg burps.
It's rotten egg burps, but also your chest is expanding because the gas is taking. It's not got anywhere to go. These are almost like a vent, if anything. Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry.
How do we want to resolve this scene? There's a lot of stuff that's happening to everyone.
I think we're bad at our jobs. We're pretty bad at our jobs.
Pretty bad at our jobs.
Is what I'm getting from this.
It eventually stops though, right? He burps it out.
Yeah. I think there's just a massive belch.
Yeah.
We'll go for that. And then I think the same for you as well. Like the roots and whatnot, like they're pulled apart, like it's painful, but they stop growing. And I think Domenico's
I've got another face in the back of my head. I've got another face in the back of my head.
Yeah, it's just repeating, but it's muffled, and then there's maybe some slight snoring that starts to happen as it sort of is like it sort of like dozes off a little bit, but one eye is always open and it sort of looks around.
This just repeats everything just slightly sarcastically.
Yeah. And it's also like a little bit. We had this whole scene of violence, perhaps, and then it's just gone completely dead as each of us have gained something from our fungal doppelgangers.
We sure have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got permanent sulfur breath.
A chaplain, a bureaucrat, a doctor, and a soldier all walk into the zone. Who will get to the centre? Find out next time on What Am I Rolling? The What Am I Rolling podcast was created, recorded, and edited by me, Fiona Howard. This episode's players were Jincy, Alex, and Ben from Roleplay Retcon, a TTRPG podcast that remakes the movies that let you down. Go check out their show over on the One-Shot Network and wherever you listen to podcasts. This episode's RPG was The Zone by Rafter Miko. You can find out more information about The Zone and grab your own copy on the official website. That's thezonerpg.com. The theme music was 8-Bit March by Twin Musicon of twinmusicon.org, licensed under a Creative Commons 4.0 license. If you want to find out more about the podcast, check out the website. That's www.wairpodcast.com. Fancy getting in touch? Just email the podcast at whatamirollingpodcast@gmail.com. And finally, follow the podcast on social media. You can find us at WAIR_podcast for latest news on upcoming episodes. All the links are in the episode show notes, including a link to our Discord. And remember, adventurers need not apply.
In the universe of Star Wall Odyssey, space is made out of the collective imaginations of all the thinking beings who live on various planets. These worlds are connected to each other through imagination. Common themes and ideas are strings between universes. And to get between them, people fly wooden ships that look like animals, which are powered by emotions. Also, people communicate with each other by contemplating orbs. The only way you can take pictures is getting stared at by a big psychic bug. And people have already declared victory in a war over the very concept of evil. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Star Wall Odyssey follows the adventures of the hapless inhabitants of the Lucky Finn tenement building, who suddenly find that their apartment is actually a spaceship, and that they're lost in a sea of boundless imagination. It's an actual play starring me, James D'Amato, Mel D'Amato, Ali Grauer, and Drew Merzieski, as we playtest the No Kings system, which will hopefully one day be the Skyjacks role-playing system. It toes the line between weird and wonderful slice of life and high-flying space fantasy. You can sample the first 5 episodes by searching for Star Wall Odyssey on your favorite podcast app, or get the whole thing by heading to patreon.com/oneshotpodcast and signing up for $5 a month or more.